Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. How are you guys doing today? Welcome, everybody, and thank you very much for tuning in. TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in as well, guys. And guess what? Guess what? Today, in today's lesson, guys, in today's event, I'm super excited. I'm super happy because I'm about to share with you a couple of things that we are running or we are doing here at Nestingacc, right? And as you may know, in our night or in our lesson today, one of the things that we're going to be doing is that we're going to be working or we're going to be talking about tips that you need in case of you want to apply it in a call center. And stay tuned because I have written down about 10 tips that I'm pretty sure that at least some of them are going to be really useful, okay? And on the other hand, as well, guys, something else that I want to add is that we're going to be working on, the English practice, right? We're going to be working on those type of questions that you might face during your next job interview at a call center. The only thing that you need to do is to go to YouTube right now, TikTok, go to YouTube right now. And if you want to practice, let's go ahead and jump right in. I have already some questions as well that they are ready just for you. They are hanging in there. They're just waiting for you in order for you to answer them, all right? So let's go ahead and rock and roll, everybody. Thank you very much again. Vamos a comenzar. Mi nombre es Néstor. Es un placer estar con ustedes en la noche de hoy. En la clase de hoy, pues, como les estaba comentando, vamos a hablar sobre algunos tips para poder quedar contratado en lo que es un call center. Y aparte de hablar de esos tips, vamos a hacer lo usual, ¿verdad? Lo que siempre normalmente hemos tratado de trabajar, que es contestar a esas preguntas, contestar a esas dudas, contestar esas lagunas que pueden existir, esos miedos que pueden existir para poder enfrentarse a la industria de call center o a la entrevista de trabajo en todo caso, ¿verdad? Y aparte de eso, recuerden de que tenemos micrófono abierto, pueden ingresar a YouTube, pueden mandar su solicitud de poder participar, de poder practicar esas preguntas que te podrían hacer en tu próxima entrevista de trabajo de call center. So let's go ahead and get started, everybody. What do you think? What do you think, everybody? If we can go ahead and get started. All right. So let's see. All right. Okay. So we're about to start. So we have some people already, and let's see on YouTube, right? Let's see this. Then we have a Vigicious, long time no see, man. Where have you been, man? Hey, man, what's the best campaign for beginners? And why and what call center is the best to start? That's a really good question, Vinicius, right? And let me just go ahead and answer that question in a couple of seconds. Obviously, it's going to be all my pleasure answering that question, right? So let's go ahead and jump right in, guys, with the first question of the evening, which is this one, right? What is the best campaign, or what is the best campaign for beginners, right? For you to start. Being honest with you, quite frankly, the campaign that you can start with is customer service all the time. This is something that have been mentioned in the past, and this is something that I won't be tired of mentioning, of saying, is that customer service is the number one campaign that you can go ahead and start with. Why? Because this is the basics, right? This is where you're gonna be starting from zero, right? In order for you to build a career here within the call center industry, right? That's number one thing. And what would be that call center? What would be the call center in order for you to start? You know, you need to look for that call center that share with you the same passion, the same mission. You need to look for that call center that share with you the same values, because if you are working within a company that doesn't have the same values as you may have, guess what? You're gonna feel like you're not doing something positive according with the job that you're doing, and you will feel like, no, this is not perhaps the companies that I want to work in, right? So sometimes we might base our decisions on the money, right? Most of the time. But I'm gonna be honest with you, money is not always, right? So I suggest you that you look for a campaign, you look for a company, you look for a call center that pretty much share the same values, missions, and the same, let's say, if you feel, if you're in love with that call center for the things that they have been doing for the society, the things that they have been doing for the couple of years, so you must go with that call center, right? So if that call center is SITEL, go for it. If that call center is IBEX, go for it. If that call center is, I don't know, Teleperformance, go for it. As long as you feel happy, as long as you are that you are contributing, as long as you feel like you're getting or you're receiving something, which pretty much the benefits and wages or salaries that you might receive from or that campaign or from that call center, you feel okay with that, go for it. But that is with when it comes to call centers. But when it comes to campaigns, always go for customer service. Alrighty, everybody. So I hopefully expect, my friend, I answered that question. Because if I didn't, let me know in the comments down below. Alrighty. So guys, thank you very much for tuning in, right? And guys, I am going to share with you some of the tips that if you are running, if you are running for a application, if you are thinking, this is today Saturday, tomorrow Sunday, maybe next Monday you have a job interview. I don't know what your situation right now is, but something that I can tell you is that today, this night, you can practice, my friend. I have some questions for you ready for you to answer them. And the only thing that you need to do is to ask, hey, Nestor, send me the link. I want to jump in. I want to participate. And let's go ahead and do it. TikTok, you can go ahead and do the same thing. Go to YouTube. You can participate as well. And it's going to be all my pleasure asking you those type of questions, right? When it comes to the tips, guys, tip number one, guys, if you are going to go to a call center interview this Monday or any other day during the week, right? It doesn't matter if it's going to be this Monday. Tip number one, guys, and I'm going to switch to Spanish so everybody can actually have the same vibe, right? Guys, no le tengas miedo al reclutador. Alrighty? No le tengas miedo al reclutador. A pesar de que venga el reclutador, con su papelito en mano o esté con su computadora escribiendo, no le tengas miedo al reclutador. Tienes que aprender a ver al reclutador como tu amigo. Tienes que aprender a ver al reclutador como la persona que te va a ayudar a llegar a esa meta. ¿Y cuál es esa meta? La meta es conseguir un papelito donde te dicen, mira, esta es la oferta de trabajo. All right? Obviamente, el reclutador está haciendo su trabajo. Y el trabajo del reclutador, pues dependiendo del proceso de la entrevista, puede ser escuchar tu nivel de inglés, puede ser si realmente eres el candidato perfecto para la campaña, o simplemente puede ser también si se puede trabajar contigo, right? Esos son prácticamente los grandes aspectos o el objetivo fundamental del reclutador es saber si tú eres el elemento que ellos están necesitando. So that is tip number one. No le tengas miedo al reclutador. All right? Now, so let's move it on with some of the questions that we have on YouTube and TikTok. So we have over here, wow, guys, thank you very much for those comments, right? We have over here, for example, okay, so Freddy Matus nos pregunta, hello, my friend Nestor, what is the difference, right, between customer service and tech support? Very good, excellent. What is the difference between tech support and customer service? Okay, I'm gonna help you out with this one when it comes to tech support. For example, imagine that a customer has a smartwatch. It could be an Apple smartwatch, a Samsung smartwatch, you name it, right? It doesn't matter. And the customer most likely may call you because the customer can't find a function from the smartphone, or they want to know more about that functionality or that function of the smartphone, or maybe the smartphone is broken, is damaged, is not working properly. So you as a technical support agent, the things that you need to do is to you need to ask probing questions to your customer in order to determine what the problem is and give the customer the best solution. All right, that is when it comes to tech support. It applies with computers, it applies with cell phones, it applies with routers, it applies with I don't know, smart lights, right? Nowadays we have everything smart, right? Anyway, so it might apply anything related to technician, right? And anything related to technical things, right? Now, when it comes to customer service, most likely is to help the customer to set up something, right? For example, in one of the campaigns that I worked with, I remember that customer used to make that inbound call, the inbound call, and they call me and I help them out to set up a transaction, right? That is one of the ways that you can help the customer. Another way that you can help the customer is to track a package. Maybe the package has been already shipped to the customer address, but the customer hasn't received it just yet. So your mission as a customer service representative will be to find or locate that package, right? Another example would be, there is a campaign where let me break this down in order for you to guys understand what I'm talking about. You know Hugo, right? You know Hugo. So sometimes there are some call centers that they actually have a kind of connection between an agent, Hugo, representative, the writer, right, and the customer. So if the customer orders something through the app, and let's say the order hasn't arrived just yet, so the customer may call customer service, and then customer service help the customer in one way or another to find out what happened with his or her order, right? That is actually the way how customer service works. All right. So let me know in the comments down below, Freddy Matus, if you actually understood the difference between customer service and what was the other one? Technical and tech support, right? Thank you very much for your question, man. Alrighty. So we have more questions. Remember, guys, that you can jump in today's episode, right? You can jump in and practice. We can practice your questions for your next evaluation, right? For your next evaluation at a call center. I saw a comment over there on TikTok that you might have some interview by Monday. This is your opportunity, my friend. Jump in. We're live. We talk. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions and then rock and roll, baby. Rock and roll, baby. All right. So very good, guys. Tip number 2, right? Here we go. Tip number 2. Practica. Tienes que practicar las respuestas a las preguntas. All right? Ese es el tip número 2 que quiero compartir contigo el día de hoy. Veamos. Hay preguntas bastante de cajón, ¿verdad? Está la pregunta del tell me about yourself. Está la pregunta de por qué te tengo que contratar. Why should we hire you? Está la pregunta de por qué tú eres la persona indicada para este puesto. ¿Cuáles son tus fortalezas? ¿Cuáles son tus debilidades? Está la pregunta, ¿por qué consideras que tú eres la persona apta para este puesto? O está la pregunta también, veamos, estamos buscando las preguntas un poco bien comunes, right? Que te pueden hacer. ¿Qué es customer service para ti? ¿Verdad? Está la pregunta también de si has tenido algún tipo de conflictos y cómo lo has podido resolver esos conflictos. So, those are the type of questions that you might face during that job interview, right? Ahora bien, la idea del tip número 2 es de que tienes que practicar tus respuestas a las preguntas. All right? Now, with that being said, con haber dicho eso, quiero comentar lo siguiente. Voy a compartir con ustedes algo muy sencillo, pero bien estratégico al momento de contestar esas preguntas, que sería el tip número 3. Es decir, el tip número 2, practicar las respuestas a tus preguntas. Y tip número 3 es el siguiente. Tienes que aprender a brindar respuestas completas. One more time. Let me repeat it once again. You guys have to learn how to actually deliver, how to give, how you can show to answer the question completely, right? Tienes que brindar respuestas completas. ¿A qué me refiero con brindar respuestas completas? Me refiero a que, por ejemplo, si te hacen la pregunta, ¿verdad? Veamos. What are your hobbies? Right? What are your hobbies? Muchas veces las personas lo que hacen es, bueno, depende, right? Depende de mi hobby. Si es verano, hago esto. Si es invierno, hago lo otro. Si es Navidad, pues tal vez puedo hacer esto. Si es, qué sé yo, Semana Santa, tal vez puedo hacer eso. Guys, do not make it difficult for you. Lo único que tienes que hacer es answer the question, agarra cualquier estación del año, agarra cualquier hobby que tengas, inclusive si no es el hobby realmente tuyo, no hay problema, puedes inventar un poquito, right? Estos tipos de preguntas no te va a afectar en tu contratación si contestas mal, si no contestas lo que te están preguntando, a tal punto de que aprende a contestar la pregunta, obviamente, ¿verdad? Si te dicen, ¿cuál es tu hobby? You know what? My hobby is playing the guitar. Punto. Sencillo. Pero no te quedes ahí. Esa es la otra parte del tip. No te quedes ahí. Explícale al reclutador por qué jocoteado te gusta a ti tocar la guitarra. All right. Explícale al reclutador cuándo fue la última canción que cantaste. Explícale al reclutador dónde la cantaste. Explícale al reclutador por qué la cantaste. Utiliza las WH questions. ¿Te acuerdas de las WH questions? Utilízalas. What, when, where, who with, and why. 5. Y con eso vas a ser capaz de poder dar una respuesta completa al reclutador. Esa estrategia se llama the WH strategy answer. All right? The WH strategy answer. Esa estrategia se llama the WH strategy answer. Ahora que he compartido contigo una de las estrategias, porque tenemos varias en Nestingacc, quiero invitarte a que puedas jump in today on YouTube, and I'm going to be asking you a couple of questions and try to use the WH question strategy, the speaking strategy, in order for you to be ready, in order for you to gain some confidence for that job interview. Alrighty, everybody? That is tip number 3, right? Brinda respuestas completas, responde a la pregunta y si es posible, métele ahí las WH questions. Okay, guys? Alrighty, guys? That is tip number 3, guys. That's tip number 3. Very good, Vegetius. High five and fist bump to you, man. You got this. We got Carlos Borge. Hey, what's up, Carlos? How are you doing, man? Welcome. Thank you very much for tuning in. We have another Carlos in the house. Hey, what's up, Carlos? What's up, man? Thank you very much. Edwin Ovando. Hello, my friend. How are you today? I'm doing just fantastic, man. Thank you very much for asking. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. And we have Edwin Ovando. I want to participate. Woo! Yes, man. Let's do it then. Let's rock and roll. There you go. There you go. We have Edwin already in the house. He wants to jump in. Edwin, I sent you the link already. It's in the chat box. Go for it. Go for it. I'm going to be waiting for you. Come on, man. Come on, man. Show yourself. Show off your English. Singing Roman Cavalry choirs, singing. For some reason I can't explain. All right, so let's move on with TikTok. Let's see. Okay, George, tengo una entrevista el lunes con Telus. Vamos, mi amigo. Telus en ¿dónde? Guatemala, Salvador. Go to YouTube, Nestingacc. I'm going to be waiting for you. I already shared the link in order for you to actually practice and jump in, right? Participate. Hello, Andrés. ¿Cómo estás? Andrés. All right, we got Edwin Ovando in the house, guys. Let's get ready. Hello. Hey, Edwin.
Hey.
Hey, man. Welcome, and thank you very much for tuning in, man.
Thank you so much. I'm doing fine, man. Here I was watching your video, and I just wanted to participate.
Sure, man. Sure, and Dip, just give me 1 second. Just give me 1 second. I don't know what is going on with my audio right now. Hold on, wait a second. So let me ask you, where are you calling us from today?
Oh, I am in my house, and I just left from work. Remember that I had an interview with you. I I don't know, it was like 4 months ago that we were talking about retention, Sam's
Oh
Club.
yes,
Remember
yes,
me?
yes, yes. I do remember you, man. How's it going? How's everything so far? Are you still working for the same call center, or you jumped to another one?
And no, I'm still working at IBEX, but I
Yeah,
think
there
to
we go.
jump into another one.
Why is that, man? Why is that? No, you don't have to say that, man. You don't have to say that. That's okay, man. I don't wanna. I don't wanna put you on the spot, right? Anyway,
Yeah.
so listen. What are we doing right now, Edwin? It pretty much is, the questions for the job interview process. Tell me about yourself and all those things. But I don't know. I mean, the main idea is to help out those people, those participants, those applicants that haven't tried just yet, right? However, I would like to have the opportunity, since you already are in the work in the call center industry, what will be your tip, right? Maybe you can share some advice. Maybe you can share something that a good input, so people can actually understand how this industry works, and they might have a better idea what they are going to be dealing in the future once they are in. Microphone is all yours, my friend.
Thank you very much, Nestor. Well, the tips that I can give you guys is to practice, practice the English, and now we have YouTube. In YouTube, you can find some videos where you can, get some tips.
Nesting is yes.
Yes, well, you can get some tips, how to answer those questions. Like, for example, tell me about yourself. It's always it's all you can find that question. You can always find that question in call centers. They always ask you that question. Tell me about yourself. It's a very, very important question that all call centers make. And then we have YouTube. We have so many. We have to take advantage of uh, the technology. We have to take advantage. We have YouTube. We have some applications in Play Store that you can download. So here in YouTube, you can find so many videos, so many examples of how to answer a questions whenever you go to that call center, and you are going to have that interview.
And how would you answer that question? Tell me about yourself.
Whenever the recruiter is going to make that question to you guys, tell me about yourself. Uh, don't don't say things about yourself. What they want to know
That's
is
right.
your work experience. They don't want
Yeah.
to know if you're going to the gym, if you like the swimming pool, if you like to watch, uh, TV, if you listen to music. They don't want to know that. They want to know your work experience, what you do, how you learned the English, and everything.
Beautiful, beautiful, excellent, excellent. And can you tell us, let's say, the benefits of working in a call center now that you are working at IBEX?
Yes, there are so many great benefits for working for a call center. For example, working for IBEX, I have the uh, food benefit. I think I pay $1.75 for the food. They give you a good food and your drink for $1.75. You have if you refer people, you get a pizza for free. Yesterday, I was having this referral program. They were giving pizza to all the participants
Yeah,
if
I
you
saw
refer a
that. I
friend.
saw that. Yes, I saw that on Facebook. Right, they were giving pizzas away. Right, very
Yes,
good,
and
excellent.
yeah, and also, Nestor, I want to share with you guys that some call centers, they have the benefits. Like for example, if you have good metrics, if you have good numbers, you have the opportunity to get a bonus. Bonus is $120 for performance for good metrics.
And is there a percentage in the bonus where you just show up and then you got a percentage, right, for the bonus? Because there are some call centers where just because you are showing up to your workplace, just because you are showing up or logging in on your computer, you're actually making money already because it's part of the bonus. It's the same thing at IBEX.
Well, you can get the bonus is $100 for HT, for how do you call it when you get when you go to work on time? I don't remember
Yeah,
right
work
now.
on time.
Yeah, work on time and CSAT, customer satisfaction.
Maybe you can
Getting good.
explain. Maybe you can explain to those applicants what the hell is CSAT.
Yeah, CSAT is customer satisfaction. It's when you are receiving the call, when you are talking to the customer on the phone, and the customer at the end of the call, the customer is saying, "Hey, this guy gave me a good service. This guy resolved my issue. This guy helped me. This guy made my day. He resolved my issues. He answered all the questions, and then the customer is going to send you a good survey. And when you get a good survey, that the CSAT is going to increase. The numbers are increasing, and that's CSAT. That's customer how the customer is going to be satisfied by your service. That's CSAT, customer satisfaction.
There you go. Thank you. Thank you very much, Edwin. Thank you very much. Is there anything else that you would like to add? Is there anything else that you would like to share with this amazing community?
Well, at the moment, no. Guys, just take advantage of the YouTube. Uh, Prepare for that interview. Just prepare for that interview. That tell me about yourself. That question is always. It's going to be always there
It's
in the
crucial. It's
interview.
gonna be there. Yes, it's gonna be there.
Yeah.
And yeah, it could be that question, or it could be a similar question, like for example, walk me through your resume, right?
Hmm.
Similar questions
Or,
like that.
or
Just
what are your weaknesses and strengths? That's another
weaknesses
question.
and strength. Yes, that's right. Very good. Very good. Well, Edwin, thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much for actually joining this call. It has been amazing to see you again, man. And hopefully, you can do well, right, in your next job hunting experience, man. You already have
Yeah.
experience, so I wish you all the best, man. Break a leg, man. Break a leg. All righty.
Thank you very much. In the name of God, in the name of God, it will be that. It will be like that. I'm gonna be good.
Amen, man.
Gonna
Amen. There
be.
you go. There you go. Thank you, man. Thank you, Edwin. Have a good
You're
one,
welcome.
Edwin.
You
Let's
too,
give it
man.
up
Have a great night.
to Edwin. You too, man. You too. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Alrighty. So, guys, we had Edwin in the house. Actually, guys, he already works in the call center industry. That's the reason why I preferred asking him questions like, why should you go to a call center instead of, you know, doing an interview? Because he works already. He is in, right? Do you know what I mean? Alrighty, so let's move it on, guys. Let's move it on with tip number. Tip number 4, everybody. Tip number 4. Listen up. Tip number 4, it's coming up. Alrighty, so tip number 4, everybody. And tip number 4 is evita las muletillas, right? Evita los fillers. Evita el evítalo, trata de evitarlo lo más que puedas. Hay estudios donde, pues, obviamente las muletillas son parte del proceso de comunicación de las personas. Existen estudios a tal punto de que tú puedes cometer ciertas muletillas, ciertas cantidad de muletillas en términos de 1 minuto, de 2 minutos. Sin embargo, cuando vas a una entrevista de trabajo de un call center, las preguntas o las respuestas a las preguntas pueden durar, dependiendo de tu respuesta, dependiendo de tu experiencia, dentro de 45 segundos, que es lo esperado, a 1 minuto, 2 minutos, dependiendo del tipo de call center al que vas a ir, dependiendo de la campaña a la que vas a ir, etc. Sin embargo, para evitar esas muletillas, nuestro cerebro, ¿verdad? La idea de entender por qué hacemos esta muletilla es lo siguiente. Nuestro cerebro va más rápido que nuestro cuerpo. Pensamos más rápido, nuestras oraciones vienen más rápido, a tal punto de que muchas veces va a ser bien difícil tratar de llevar un speed o tratar de mantener una velocidad a la cual estás hablando junto con lo que el cerebro está pensando. Entonces, para evitar las muletillas, hay 2 cositas que tienes que hacer. O bueno, 3. Número 1, tienes que aprender a hablar más despacio. Let me repeat it once again. Tienes que aprender a hablar más despacio. Esto me refiero a que obviamente cuando estás hablando un poco más despacio te va a ayudar a poder procesar la información que está haciendo tu cerebro en ese momento de contestar la pregunta y vas a sonar un poco más elocuente al momento que estás hablando. Eso es número 1. Y número 2, tienes que utilizar el silencio. Tienes que aprender a utilizar las pausas. A lo que me refiero es de que 1 segundo, 2 segundos, 3 segundos máximo de aprovechar las pausas, como por ejemplo en este momento, te van a ayudar a ti a reducir las muletillas. De esta forma, el hablar despacio y aprender a utilizar las pautas te va a ayudar a frenar el uso del mira para arriba buscando la respuesta por el hecho de que tu cerebro está pensando muy rápidamente y de pronto lo quiere bajar a tu boca y por lo tanto te comienzas a trabar. All right? That's the problem. So, parte de este tip número 4 es que tienes que practicar. Tienes que practicar. Te estoy dando el tip, pero también tienes que practicar. Tienes que ponerte a practicar y utilizar tanto el hablar un poco más despacio y utilizar las pausas. Alrighty, everybody? That is tip number 4, ladies and gentlemen. What happened with the music? Oh, I got it. Selena, hello, coach. Thanks for your time. My pleasure, Selena. Thank you very much for tuning in. High five and fist bump to you, Selena. Thank you, Selena. We have Carlos in the house, and he asks, I'm gonna start my nesting. Okay, nesting se le conoce a el proceso que vas de entrenamiento a poner en práctica lo que aprendiste para poder resolver a los clientes. Veamos. Está el entrenamiento, ¿verdad? Es decir, está la entrevista de trabajo, pasas todos los filters, perdón, y te dan el trabajo. Después viene lo que se le conoce como training. En el entrenamiento puede ser, dependiendo de la campaña, una semana, 2, 3, 4, hasta 8 semanas, 2 meses, ¿verdad? 2 meses chilling ahí sin recibir una llamada, solo en entrenamiento. Pero después del entrenamiento viene algo que se le conoce como nesting, ¿verdad? El nesting es poner en práctica todo lo que has aprendido durante ese entrenamiento, durante todo ese proceso de entrenamiento. En el nesting, sí, no te dejan solo. Vas a tener un mentor, vas a tener a alguien que te va a ayudar, vas a tener a alguien que tiene un poco más de experiencia que tú, vas a tener a esa persona que normalmente ya es escogida porque saben de que puede interactuar bien con las personas, puede darte una buena respuesta, puede dar una buena respuesta al cliente. Si bien es cierto, tú eres la persona que está dialogando con el cliente, pero detrás de ti solamente tienes que levantar la mano y esa persona va a llegar hacia ti y te va a ayudar. Por lo tanto, no tienes por qué preocuparte. Ahora bien, mi estimado amigo, si te pasó como me pasó a mí la primera vez de que solo llegaba al entrenamiento sin ganas de aprender, right? Entonces, te recomiendo de que comiences a hojear lo que pudiste anotar. Te recomiendo de que busques los casos más conocidos, los casos más repetitivos. Te recomiendo de que hables con tus compañeros y le preguntas, mira, ¿qué es lo que hacías acá? ¿Te acordás? Si no sabe esa persona, busca a alguien que sepa, porque el que va a hablar con el cliente sos vos. El que le tiene que dar resultado al cliente sos vos. A tal punto de que el que se va a ganar el punto bueno o el punto malo por parte del cliente sos vos. Alrighty. En cuanto al no entender a los nativos, no te preocupes. Si tú sabes cuáles son los problemas más comunes, va a ser muy sencillo para ti identificar cuál es el problema y no necesariamente tienes que al comienzo tener una buena relación, una buena comunicación con el cliente. Mientras puedas identificar el problema y puedas darle una respuesta al comienzo, va con todo, ¿verdad? Con el cliente. Y después, una vez que ya vas agarrando un poquito de confianza a las respuestas, a los casos que estás resolviendo, va a ser más fácil para ti, pues obviamente entablar cierto tipo de comunicación o entablar conversaciones con los clientes. Ahora, en algunos call centers eso no es necesario. Yo lo hago para no aburrirme y lo hago para ganarme un buen CSAT. Esa es otra estrategia que puedes utilizar pues, una vez cuando ya estás adentro. Así que porque tal vez son nativos, no te tienes que preocupar, tranquilo, no pasa nada. Solo tienes que buscar la manera de cómo hacer esos ejercicios, esa práctica, practicar los guiones. Normalmente va a ser el mismo. Thank you very much for calling. Nana. This is Nestor speaking. How can I help you? Boom. You listen actively what the customer has to say when it comes to the problem. You repeat the problem in case you got it, but in the case that you didn't, you ask probing questions. And once you have got the root of the problem, you start giving your best by aiming a solid answer, right? Or a proper answer to the problem that customer may have. Carlos, let me know in the comments down below if I answered your question, because if I didn't, guess what? I am going to repeat myself again. Alrighty, guys, so let's move it on with tip number 5. Remember, guys, that you can jump in. I have some questions for you. If you want to practice, remember tip number 2. Practica las respuestas a las preguntas. This is the opportunity. Jump in. I sent the link already. It's on YouTube in the chat box. Go for it. Tap on it. Click on it. Let's do it. Let's move it on with tip number 5, everybody. Tip number 5, guys. Tip number 5 is the following. Aprende a contar historias. One more time. Tip number 5, aprende a contar historias. Muchas veces los reclutadores te van a hacer estos tipos de preguntas para saber qué tan bien puedes dominar el pasado, ¿verdad? Que también eres bueno pronunciando los verbos en pasado, en tercera persona, utilizar el pasado continuo, el pasado perfecto, utilizar la pronunciación del ed de los verbos regulares, saber cuál es el participio pasado del verbo correcto, etc. Ellos están midiendo tu nivel de inglés a través de que cuentes historias. All right? Ahora bien, ¿qué tipos de preguntas son esas donde tienes que contar de historia? La historia, all right? No tengo la musiquita. All right. Anyway, next time I promise you I'm gonna bring some music as well, depending on that. ¿Cuáles son esas historias, verdad? Tell me about the time you failed at something and what did you do to overcome it, right? Háblame sobre de esa vez que fallaste en algo o hiciste algo en la cual pues no te salió bien y cómo pudiste sobrellevar esa pérdida o ese algo que te salió malo. All right? That is one of the ways. Another one, it could be, tell me about the time you had a conflict with a teacher or you had a conflict with one of your coworkers. Háblame de esa vez que tuviste un problema con un profesor, con un colaborador, con un classmate, y la idea es de que puedas aprender a contar historias. ¿Y cómo tienes que contar la historia? Nos vamos a basar un poquito en la estrategia de los WH questions y una historia que trae. ¿Qué trae una historia? Trae un when, ¿verdad? Trae un where, trae un who, y trae un what happened. All right? So, siempre cuando escuches, háblame sobre la vez de, sabes que tienes que contar una historia. Practica, tienes que aprender a cómo utilizar los verbos regulares, la pronunciación de esos verbos, utilizar el pronombre personal correcto, utilizar el adjetivo correcto o el verbo en pasado participio correcto, etcétera, etcétera, etcétera. Utilizando siempre la WH question. When did it happen? Where did it happen? Who did it? And what happened? Okay? Alrighty? That is tip number 5. Aprende a contar historias. So we have over here Vinicius. We got another question, Vinicius. Why the call center are demanding with people's health costs they send people to do exams of urine and poop? What? Let me see. Let me just go ahead and understand the question again. Why are the call center are demanding with people's health costs they... Oh, well, you need to understand the following, Vigisius. What they are doing with you is an investment. All right? So picture the following. Put yourself in the call center shoes for just 1 second and think about the following. Imagine that you are training, you are spending some money on somebody, and that person suddenly turns out that she or he can't use headphones because he or she has a problem with her ears. So you, as a call center, you are what are you doing? It's taking care of the business of call center. So are you gonna give the job opportunity to that person, knowing that in a couple of months that person is gonna tell you, you know what, I can't perform the job because I have problems in my ear? So no, right? That is the main issue. That is the main reason what call centers are demanding in this case. And obviously it's a procedure, is a rule that they have, or is something that is according to law, that they need to make sure that they have the right profile, they have the right asset for the campaign, for the call center itself. Hopefully you understand that part, my friend. It's just a procedure. They want to know how healthy you are, and dude, it's gonna be good at the end, right? Why? Because you will realize as well what are the things that are good with you, and what are the things that you need to improve when it comes to your health. All righty, my friend. So don't be afraid of that, man. It's part of the procedure, and most likely it's at the end. Once they gave you, once that you receive a job offer or a pre-hire job offer, you need to go and take those, proceed with those exams, right? Very good. I hopefully expect, my friend, I did answer your question, because if I didn't, let me know in the comments down below. Alrighty, so guys, who do we have today? We only had my friend Luis, didn't we? So, hola, TikTok. What's it going, TikTok? English, Julio, English. Ha, 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 ha. Okay. Javier is asking, excuse me. This is from TikTok, everybody, okay? Javier, he says, I don't understand why the companies not hire me. I trying to give the better. My friend Javier, the only way that I can help you out with that is that jump in to our YouTube channel. Look for YouTube, right? Nestingacc. I'm gonna be there live, and we're gonna talk about it. I'm Alex. Hey, what's up, Alex? Nice to have you, man. Thank you very much for tuning in. High five and fist bump to you. Is the customer always right? No. What do you think, guys? Is the customer always right? No, the customer is not always right. In my personal opinion, no, it's not always right. If you think differently, let me know in the comments. What I've become. Alexander Duarte. That's a good question. So Alexander asks, is better a phone call interview or face-to-face interview? That's a really good question. And one of the things that I can tell you is that whenever you actually receive a call over the phone, number one thing that is going to happen is that you're going to feel nervous. You're going to be nervous because you are not expecting that call. You send the paperwork, you send your resume, you submit it, but you're not expecting that call. You're expecting the call eventually because they're going to call you from one way or another. They need to call you. They need to assess your level English, your English, the level English. And the thing is that if you are not ready at the moment of that call, what is going to happen is that you are going to fuck that up, right? Just imagine the following. I remember once when I was driving, and suddenly I received a call. I submitted my papers, obviously, and the following day, most likely, guys, when you submitted your papers, it's going to be 24 hours, 48 hours in order for you to receive that phone call. So you have to be ready. You have to be there. You have, sometimes it's even difficult to predict when they're going to call you. They could be in the morning, they could be in the afternoon, right? But it might be between 48 to 24 hours. If they haven't call you, right, or if they haven't called you, right, in more than 48 hours, one of the things that you need to do is to call them back, right? Or submit your papers back, or ask somebody from Facebook, the website page, hey guys, I already submitted my papers, so help me out with the job interview, right? But yes, that is one of the cons, I would have to say, when it comes to waiting the call over the phone, or having the call over the phone. And besides, if you are not in the right place, for example, maybe you are in the middle of the street, maybe you're in a bus or in a taxi, the taxi driver has music so loud, so it's going to be quite difficult for you to handle the conversation. And if you have an Alcatel, I mean, no, not a problem with the people that have Alcatel, but if you have an Alcatel, yeah, it's going to be also difficult, right? So no, that was a joke, guys, right? That was a joke. It was a black joke. Anyway, so, and dude, if it's possible, go to face, right? But if that option is not available, you need to wait for the phone call. Especially, there are some call centers where, because of the pandemic, you can't show up, right? You need to do everything through computer, online, and that's it, right? This is the way that they work. But there are other call centers where you could either show up, or you can just receive the call, or if you have a computer, log into the link that they share, and you're gonna be there having your job interview. All righty. How will I do it? I will use computer in order for me not to use the cell phone, because sometimes also carrying the cell phone for 15 minutes, it's gonna be a hassle, right? So that's why. All right, so Alexander Duarte, if I answered the question, let me know in the comments down below, my friend. All righty. Let's move it on, guys, with tip number 5. No, that was tip number 5 already, which is aprende a contar historias, right? Let's move it on with tip number 6, everybody. Let's move it on with tip number 6. Okay. Chicos y chicas, tratemos de utilizar vocabulario que pueda ser entendible para el reclutador. Alrighty. Nuevamente, tratemos de utilizar vocabulario que pueda ser entendible para el reclutador. ¿A qué me refiero con esto? Me refiero a que muchas veces si llegamos muy pomposos con vocabulario que de pronto el reclutador no puede entender, ¿qué crees que va a pasar? El reclutador va a decir, no, el vocabulario no lo entendí, a pesar de que tal vez puede ser un C2 de vocabulario, un C1 de vocabulario. Y pues, por lo tanto, como no lo entendí, entonces no me gustó la respuesta no me parece, creo que está utilizando un vocabulario muy difícil para mi cliente. Recuerde que la decisión que toma un reclutador es basado a un cliente final, que es al quien se le está haciendo el outsourcing, quien es a quien se le está haciendo el trabajo de call center, right? Ahora bien, entonces tratemos de utilizar vocabulario sencillo. En otras palabras, se le conoce como plain English, easy English, vocabulario que se utiliza en lo que es el call center. Por ejemplo, empathy, ownership, building rapport, trust, call flow, veamos customer service, technical support, call in, inbound, outbound. Ese es el vocabulario que deberíamos estar practicando para esa entrevista de trabajo, porque es prácticamente de lo que se va a hablar. Soft skills, right? typing skills, right? Es como copiar y pegar, cómo decirlo en inglés, cómo buscar una dirección en el Google, right? Esas son las cosas que tenemos que mantenerlo, keep it simple. Número 1 para el reclutador y número 2 para el cliente. Tienes que siempre ponerte en este escenario. Cada vez de que tú hables con el cliente, tienes que saber que el cliente no sabe todo lo que tú sabes en cuanto al producto que ellos están consumiendo o adquiriendo. Alrighty, ¿estamos claros en esa parte? En el sentido de que el cliente siempre va a llamar por un problema, normalmente, y lo que tú le tienes que hacer es brindarle la solución a algo que en entrenamiento ya aprendiste, y lo único que es transferir ese conocimiento que aprendiste hacia el cliente. All right? Entonces, a veces las cosas se pueden poner difíciles de explicar. La idea fundamental acá sí es de que tú puedas explicarlo como que si estuvieras hablando con un niño o una niña de 4, de 5 años, de tal forma que lo pueda entender perfectamente y el cliente te pueda agradecer por la forma como le hablaste, así como el reclutador puede agradecer la forma como te expresaste al momento de responder a esas preguntas más comunes. So, that is tip number 6. Utiliza vocabulario que sea entendible para el señor reclutador. Alrighty, everybody? Saludos desde Masaya, Alberto Flores, 560. Thank you very much for tuning in, Alberto. High five and fist bump to you, man. Call center. Oye, ese brother hermano trabaja en call center. Estás hablando de Edwin Obando. Ya, la entrevista que tuvimos con Edwin el día de hoy, sí, él trabaja en call center, trabaja en IBEX. Jafer Fenley, 677. I love you. Thank you, man. All right, let's see. Ulises, sí, él trabaja en call center, sí. ¿Quieres preguntarle algo? Nos pregunta Josh, how can I talk fluency like you? How can I talk fluency like how can I speak fluently, right? How can I speak fluently like you? Go to YouTube right now. I'm waiting for you. And let's have some practice. Guys, let me go ahead and tell you the secret of fluency. The secret of fluency is practice. The more you practice, the better you become. As simple as that. Why do you think people from call centers are really fluent in what they do? It's because they are repeating themselves, right? 24/7, not 24/7, but they repeating themselves, right? every day. That's the reason why. So fluency comes with practice. The more you practice, the better you learn, the better you become, the more opportunities you will have, right? More opportunities you will have. Aprovecho para comentarles de que tenemos nuevo curso de inglés para call center básico, all right? Los sábados. Vamos a empezar este próximo sábado. Let me double check. Este próximo sábado 7 de mayo, everybody. Tenemos curso de inglés básico para call center. Hay un video, se lo voy a compartir por acá. Ese video, una vez que esté ya grabado esto, ese video es una idea de lo que hacemos en la clase de call center básico, right? En ese video hablamos sobre Starbucks, cómo ordenar café, right? Y sí, hay call centers donde el cliente llama y el cliente te pide un cafecito, ¿verdad? Entonces tú tienes que ayudar al cliente en el proceso de cómo lo quiere, si lo quiere caliente, si lo quiere helado, si lo quiere expreso, si lo quiere descafeinado, and so on, right? Ahí está el video para que lo puedan ver por acá. Una vez que esté ya esto grabado, ahí va a subir, ahí va a aparecer la tarjetita para que lo puedan ver. Alrighty. Y bueno, si necesitan más información, ahí está, el 505-88-125-123, curso de inglés para call center básico. Comenzamos sábado en el horario de la tarde. For more information, guys, 505-125-123. I'm sorry, 505-88-125-123. There you go. All right, good. So let's move it on, guys, with our tip number 7, right? Tip number 7. I like this tip, guys. I like this. Tip number 7. Guys, cuando vayas a aplicar al call center, tip number 7, cuando vayas a aplicar al call center, no vayas en manada. No vayas en manada. No le digas a fulanito, a Pedrito, oye, loco, mira, hay una feria en SITEL, vamos a aplicar todo el barrio. No hagas eso, hermano. No hagas eso. Porque te estás desenfocando. All right? Te pueden traicionar los nervios. Así que no lo hagas. Ve tú solito. All right? Ve tú solito. Es mejor. ¿Por qué? Porque la cagazón que pueda tener alguien te la puede pasar a vos. ¿Ok? Y acordate de que a pesar de que vas en manada, el brother de reclutamiento no lo va a atender a todos al mismo tiempo. ¿Ok? Uno va a estar esperando en una sala, otro va a estar en otro lado, y si se juntan y se piñan y le preguntan, mira cómo te fue, no sé, loco, fíjate que este man me hizo unas preguntas así, ya, valiste gorro, ya te sembró la espinita de que el man salió mal. Y por lo tanto, si no tienes una capacidad en la cual poder diferenciar en lo que le pasó a alguien con lo que te puede pasar a ti, y comienzas a imaginarte esa película que te van a decir, mira, brother, tampoco tu inglés no sirve, tenés que regresar dentro de 3 meses, todavía tener las oportunidades para poder aplicar, etcétera, etcétera, etcétera. Por lo tanto, no vayas en manada. No te compares con las otras personas tampoco. Por eso lo que tienes que hacer es practicar. Antes de ir a esa entrevista de trabajo, tienes que practicar. Grábate, escucha las terminaciones finales, escucha si estás utilizando las S cuando son necesarios, and so on. Por eso, vuelvo y repito, aquí está el chat, aquí está el link on YouTube para que puedas jump in and have some practice. That was tip number 7. No vayas en manada. Ve solito. Y va practicando de tal forma de que eso te va a ayudar a ganar confianza. Alrighty? So that is the question, right? We have also Isaac Zavala. All right, so we have Isaac Zavala, and Isaac Zavala says, hello, bro. Hey, what's up, Isaac? How's it going, man? 2 days ago, I did it. A job interview, right? I did it. I went to an interview at SITEL, but they told me I need to improve some things, and I feel sad, a little sad. My friend, mira, ¿cómo te puedo explicar de que el ponerte triste, de que ponerte a huevation no te va a ayudar mucho? Right? El ponerte así no te va a dar mucho. Lo que quiero que haga en este momento, Isaac, ahorita que estamos leyendo este comentario, es de que agarres una hoja de papel y recuerda cuáles fueron esas preguntas que te hizo el reclutador. Agarra la hoja de papel, hace una rayita y ponga aquí las preguntas que te hizo el reclutador y el otro lado cómo la contestaste. ¿Ok? Tratemos de hacer eso, Isaac, en este momento. Si me estás escuchando todavía, me faltan revelar 2 tips, leer algunos comentarios en TikTok, leer algunos comentarios en YouTube. Y si tienes el tiempo y la amabilidad, jump in para que hablemos cómo fueron esas preguntas, tu respuesta y qué realmente te estaba preguntando el reclutador. All right? Y de esta manera, mi hermano de otra mamá, my brother from another brother, my brother from another mother, right? Lo que vamos a hacer en este aspecto es ganar un poquito de confianza, alrighty? Y volver a tener ese track, volver a tener ese feeling de volver a aplicar, de volver a intentarlo. El ponerte a huevation, el ponerte sad, no te va a ayudar a nada, alrighty? A nada. Está bien que tengas tu poquito de luto, pero ok, levantate, sacudiste el polvo y hacete lo que te dije. Hojita de papel, preguntas que te hicieron, cómo la contestaste, jump in and let's talk about it. Alrighty, Isaac, do we have a deal? I hope so. All right, so let's move it on with somebody else. Let's see. It says, ¿quién sos, maje? Tu peor pesadilla. Batman. I love that line. I love the line. Se imaginan en The Riff, hablando con todos los cheles, o en Villa Villa, hablando con todos los cheles. Las personas de Nicaragua entenderán cuáles son esos lugares, y si no han ido, pues lo siento mucho, ¿no? Let's move it on, guys, with tip number 8. Tip number 8, guys. Tip number 8. Tip number 8. El tip número 8. Aprende a desarrollar la confianza. Alrighty. Muchas veces yo he visto a personas que de pronto dicen, mira, tienes que tener más confianza. Mira, tienes que desarrollar la confianza. Mira, es que no tenés confianza. Alright. Pero la pregunta del millón es, ¿cómo puedes desarrollar la confianza? ¿Cómo puedes llegar a ese punto de que te sientas confiado? Y está analizando un poquito y una de las formas que para que tú puedas generar confianza es aprender a respirar. All right? As simple as that. Aprender a respirar. Pasa de que si no respiramos bien, si no tenemos, por ejemplo, el acceso libre a lo que son nuestros pulmones, nuestra caja torácica, respirar in and out, respirar de una forma correcta, Esto nos va a ayudar un poquito a desacelerar los ritmos del corazón. ¿Alrighty? A tal punto de que cuando estás nervioso, cuando te hace falta un poquito lo que es la confianza, puedas sentir esos latidos que te vienen de repente, dangan, 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 porque es tu turno, porque te toca, right? Puedas sentir que las manos te puedan sudar, right? Y estás ahí soplándote las manos. Puede hacer de que te puedas levantar, comiences a caminar, pero eso no te está ayudando mucho a relajarte, a generar la confianza que necesitas. Y eso un reclutador lo ve a leguas, lo ve desde largo, lo ve como que te dice, este brother anda cagado, right? Lo huele. A tal punto de que lo que puedes hacer, ¿verdad? Es aprender a respirar. Al momento que estás tú en la entrevista de trabajo o estás esperando para esa entrevista, comienza a respirar. Tranquilo, puedes hacerlo con los ojos abiertos, puedes hacerlo con los ojos cerrados, que te valga madre lo que la otra persona está haciendo o lo que esté diciendo o lo que te pueda decir, porque realmente no es él o ella la que está en esa posición en la cual tú te encuentras. Alrighty? As simple as that. Entonces, para poder mejorar la confianza, número uno, aprende a respirar. ¿Y qué es eso? Simplemente in and out. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. And that's it. Cuando tú haces eso, obviamente el oxígeno entra a tu cuerpo y eso te va relajando de alguna u otra forma. Eso es número uno que tienes que hacer. Número dos, cuando estés cara a cara o cuando estés con el teléfono hablando al reclutador, trata de sonreír. All right? Trata de sonreír. Respira y sonríe. Respira, exhala, inhala, expira, aspira y sonríe, right? Porque eso te va a dar confianza, te va a dar mucha confianza. Vas a transmitir confianza y solo el hecho de sonreír estás mandando, si no me equivoco, la serotonina, que es la hormona de la felicidad. La hormona de la felicidad, no, serotonina, no me acuerdo, la verdad. No, tengo que buscarlo, chicos, tengo que buscarlo. Pero bueno, vas a mandar esa hormona, que la voy a buscar en este momento, me voy a indagar, right? ¿Cuál es la hormona de la felicidad inmediatamente placentera? Solo el hecho de poder respirar, poder sonreír, puedes mandar esa signal to your brain y automáticamente la confianza se te va a ver en toda la cara, en la forma de cómo te expresas, en la forma como vas a hablar por hacer esos dos ejercicios, right? De entrada. Lo segundo que tienes que hacer es vocalizar, hablar con la boca bien, right? Estructurar bien las vocales. A, E, I, O, U. Practícalo, 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 porque eso te va a ayudar a generar confianza. Obviamente te va a ayudar también con la pronunciación, con la fluidez, con la parte gramatical, todo lo que tiene que ver con el speaking para que puedas demostrarle a ese reclutador que estás listo. All right? Ahora, para practicarlo, el tip número 8 de generar confianza, practica, practica. Puedes ir en este momento a Nestingacc, YouTube, ahí está el link. Practica, jump in, let's talk about it. I'm going to be asking you some questions. Breathe in, breathe out. Smile, right? And let's vocalize, right? Let's vocalize every single time you speak, right? Eso te va a ayudar a generar confianza. Ahora, al practicar, si no quieres practicar acá, pues puedes hacerlo con grabarte, con tal que te grabes, con tal que te mires y digas, ¿contrataría yo a esta persona? Sí, no. Si es sí, bien por ti, estás haciendo un buen trabajo. Si es no, vuelve a intentarlo. Vuelve a intentarlo. Vamos a buscar lo que era la hormona que estaba buscando, que quería decir. Serotonina. La serotonina es un neurotransmisor muy relacionado con el control de las emociones. And guess what? El estar un poco estresado, el hecho de querer mostrar un poco más de seguridad viene por parte de las emociones o el estado de ánimo. ¿Ok? Obviamente la serotonina cumple con diferentes tipos de funciones, pero, para poder generar serotonina que de alguna u otra forma te causa un poco de felicidad es poder saber respirar. In and out. All right? In and out. Eso te ayuda a relajarte. Eso te ayuda a generar confianza. Una vez que ya estás un poco calmado, sonríe, vocaliza y practica. So, the best way in order for you to be ready for that job interview at a call center by step or tip number 8 is to improve your confidence. Alrighty, apropate? Alrighty, apropate? That was tip number 8, guys. Ese fue el tip número 8. Guys, se me están acabando los tips. ¿Alguien va a participar? So, veamos. Freddy Matus, absolutely, Nestor. I got you. Thank you. No problem, man. My pleasure. This is the link, guys. This is the link. If you want to jump in, let's do it right now. Thank you, Alex. High five, my friend, and fist bump to you, man. Take care. What is that? What is that? Oh, that's okay. Okay, very good. There you go, Maria Esther. Thank you very much. High five and fist bump to you as well. Thank you. Hey, what's up, Nicaraguense Canada? Doing fantastic. How about you, man? Long time no see. Thank you, my brother. From another mother. No problem, Edwin. Thank you. Anytime, man. I love your teaching. I love your style as well. Thank you. Hey, by the way, subscribe, share, and smash that like button right now. Is Guatemala in the house? Yes, of course. Guatemala is in the house. Hey, Marcela, long time no see. Marcela, high five and fist bump. Would you like to jump in and participate, Marcela? Why not? Let's do it. Let's rock and roll. Let's see what people from Guatemala have. Tipi-tapa, 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 tipi-tapa. Rommel Z. Hey, man. Welcome, man. Thank you. Aquí tiene mucho seguidor. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. High five and fist bump to you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. Woo! Guys, I only have one more tip, and I don't want to share it until I speak to somebody. All right? So let me just turn this down a little bit. I have one more tip, and I don't want to share it until I speak to somebody, right? And I ask questions, right, about call center. Tell me about yourself, where should we hire you, and those type of questions. You know what I'm talking about. All right. So we have somebody in the house. We have Selim. Selim, are you there? Selim, I need you to set up your microphone and set up your camera, please, before jumping, okay? We're going to be waiting for Selim, guys. Hopefully, we're going to make it this beautiful evening. Selim, turn your camera on, Selim. In the meantime, we're gonna answer Vijishu, or we're gonna read Vijishu Z question, right? And he says, "Are call center flexible nowadays with people who have bad pronunciation due to Nicaragua don't have a good average of English speakers? I mean, they are flexible with that in order to lose work." What? What are you talking about, Vijicius? What? No, my friend. No, my friend. No. I disagree 100%. Listen, Nicaragua has been the site, let's call it that way, where a lot of call center are coming, they are investing. Just for you to have an idea, IBEX has 14 accounts. You know what I'm talking about? 14 or more, I think. I don't know. Maybe from people from IBEX. Eduardo is from IBEX. IBEX, maybe you can tell me how many accounts do you actually guys have? It will be awesome to answer Vijicius questions. No, man, it's totally the opposite. You know, it's not bad pronunciation. Do not confuse pronunciation with accent. I have an accent. My accent is Latin, right? As most of you, right? And pronunciation is another thing. Pronunciation is to pronounce the words correctly, right? Instead of saying, I don't know, let's say, there are different, right? There are different examples. One of the things that I can say right now, instead of saying let's say development, instead of saying development, right? The right pronunciation would be development, right? For example, I'm just giving you an example. So do not confuse pronunciation with accent. Now, Nicaraguan people and you know, Nicaraguan people, they actually have good accent. I'm sorry. Yeah, good accent. Because it's neutral. Guess what, Vijicius? A customer from the United States would rather prefer speaking to a Nicaraguan accent than a Indian accent. All right. And excuse me, people from India. I know that I have people that have been following the channel, but that's the truth. And in fact, I have been speaking to Indian, you know, from India, and they get paid like one, I don't know right now. The currency is rupees, but I'm not sure pretty much what was the amount, but they pay like $1 or $2 or something near to $1 per day. And here in Nicaragua, if you do the math, no, I'm sorry, in India they get paid like $5 per day, and if you do the math here in Nicaragua, you get paid like $19 per day after taxes, right, and after all the things that you need to pay to the government. But there are more call centers jumping in. Just right now, SITEL is looking for 120 customer service agents, and that is the opportunity over there. Teleperformance is crazy. Teleperformance is actually looking for those agents. They are going to have a job fair in the Atlantic coast the following week, if I'm not mistaken, right? So I don't think so, man. Nicaragua, in fact, it's really good. I wish Nicaragua could have call centers like Amazon or PayPal, like the ones that are in Costa Rica. Costa Rica is actually doing well as well. El Salvador is doing well as well. SITEL, a couple of weeks ago, I'm not sure, they opened a branch in El Salvador. They didn't have a branch in El Salvador, if I'm not mistaken. So to the point that, yes, I mean, here in Nicaragua, we do have a good labor, man. Yeah, for sure. So I don't know who told you that. I don't know what is that your point of view, but I would appreciate that you can maybe clarify that part if it's possible. If it's not, that's okay, man. No worries. Thank you, Vijicius, for your question, man. All right, so thank you. So Selim. Salim, Salim. Salim, Salim. Salam alaikum. Creaciones Edmundo Valle. Creaciones, creaciones. Me parece conocido tu canal. ¿Haces música? Anyway, my brother from another mother. Hi, my bro. Congratulations for your job. Thank you, man. High five and fist bump to you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. All right, so who do we have? No vayan a Accedo, please. Noemí, ¿qué te pasó en Accedo, Noemí? This is TikTok, right? ¿Por qué no quieres que vaya la gente a Accedo? ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué te pasó? ¿Qué te dijeron? ¿Qué te contaron? ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué no quieres que la gente vaya a Accedo? ¿Cuál es el problema en Accedo? No pagan, es cierto eso. Hay un video donde digo de que qué es lo que pienso de Accedo. Se lo voy a dejar por acá para que lo puedan ver. Pero ¿qué te pasó, Noemí? Nos dice Shinstar 2014. I feel so much better when the interview is through a phone call. I don't know why. Yeah, it's possible. Shinstar, thank you very much for sharing the live. I appreciate that. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you. High five, fist bump for sharing the live as well. Guatemala has a very solid call center industry. Yes, that is true. Guatemala, there are other call centers as well. You guys, if I'm not mistaken, yes, you have Teleperformance. You also have Sites, Telus, I think. There is another one. I can't remember right now, but yes, you guys have a solid call center industry as well. Nos dice 1919, si quiero entrar a un call center, ¿qué debería de estudiar? My friend, inglés. De entrada, ¿no? Tienes que estudiar un poquito de inglés. Aprovecho para comentarte de que tenemos curso básico de inglés para empezar este próximo 7 de mayo en sábados por la tarde. Si necesitas información, 505-88-125-123. My pleasure, my friend. Good evening, everybody. All drums, I couldn't believe what I've become. So, Selim, I'm still waiting for you, Selim. Nos pregunta Jennifer Lacayo. Jennifer Lacayo nos dice lo siguiente. Veamos qué nos dice Jennifer Lacayo. I hear Jerusalem bells, see Roma, Calvary choirs are singing. Hi, Nestor. Hi. How can I answer this question? If you can define a customer service in 3 steps, what would they be and why? In 3 steps. Okay. Let's give it a try, right? Let's give it a try. Step number 1, it's to identify what the customer wants. Step number 2 is to make sure you understand the customer issue and provide a solution. And step number 3, make sure the customer is happy with the solution that you presented. Woo! Oh! Let me know in the comments down below if I answer your question, okay? Jennifer Lakai. High five and fist bump to you, Jennifer. Guys, tengo el tip número 9. Tengo un primo que trabajó allí y la novia de un primo también. Los dos hablan mal de Accedo. Pobre Accedo. Guys, listen, no tengo nada en contra de Accedo. De hecho, pues, lo que yo conozco de Accedo es que es un call center reconocido. Lástima por la fama que se ha dado acá en Nicaragua. y no sé si en Colombia también. Tal vez las personas de Colombia que nos sintonizan nos puedan decir si eso es cierto, que Accedo pues no es un buen lugar para trabajar. Pero así como me lo están comentando de que, bueno, desafortunadamente esto le pasó a los amigos de Vanessa en TikTok. Hay otras personas que están ahí, pues tienen ya su tiempito, ¿verdad? Es decir, tienen ya camino por recorrer. Yo tengo conocidos y pues, ¿qué te puedo decir? Le gusta lo que hacen, están ahí, ya sea por el dinero, están ahí porque realmente, pues, le gusta su trabajo. Pero igual fue, es decir, cada quien puede ver las cosas de una forma completamente diferente, pero de igual, si tú tienes, si a ti te ha pasado algo, coméntamelo, dímelo en los comentarios. Mira, a mí estos brothers me hicieron esto, o desmintamos lo que las personas dicen, pues. De hecho, yo había comentado que tal vez iban ahí, pero no, ahí están los brothers ahorita, andan buscando C2 level of English for a technical support campaign, right? ¿Y por qué buscan C2? Porque en un technical support campaign posiblemente vayas a tirar un poquito de labia al cliente. Eso va a dependencia de la campaña. Para mayor información, contáctese con Accedo, ¿verdad? No tengo la información yo de eso. Anyway. Pero thank you Vanessa for sharing. Clases de intermedio o algo parecido no hay, solo para básico. Clases de intermedio, si tú tienes un B1, puedes unirte a nuestro curso de preparación de call center. En el curso de preparación de call center trabajamos Versant, trabajamos cómo mejorar tu nivel de inglés, trabajamos las preguntas de call center, trabajamos soft skills, hard skills, trabajamos cómo venderte mejor, trabajamos técnicas de speaking. Acabo de compartir una técnica con ustedes, no sé si estás comenzando a sintonizar, pero esa es una de las que hacemos. Tenemos diferentes técnicas de speaking para poder desarrollar la forma de cómo te expresas al momento de hablar. Y pues te invito a que si necesitas más información sobre ese curso, todavía puedes unirte al curso porque solo llevamos dos clases, ¿ok? Hasta este momento. Y si te unes a la clase y si te unes al curso, pues lo que podemos hacer para que estés a la par de los demás, hacer las clases por aparte, es decir, para que tú puedas entrar al mismo nivel que están los otros, ¿verdad? Así lo podemos hacer de esa manera. Alrighty, my friend, Steven 19. Para entrar al curso sí necesito que hagas un test, un examen, una prueba para saber si realmente tenemos el nivel necesario para poder entrar al curso. Necesito que tengas un B1, un nivel intermedio, de hecho. Hay una aplicación, si necesitas mayor información de cómo hacer ese examen, escríbeme al 505-88-125-123. Néstor, quiero hacer el examen porque quiero entrar al curso de preparación para call center, que es de intermedio avanzado, para pasar esas preguntas, para enfrentarte a esas pruebas. Y con muchísimo gusto te mando la información. Alrighty? I have a pain in my stomach right now. I don't know why. So who do we have in the house? Selim, what happened? Oscar! Turn your camera, Oscar! Oscar! Where's Oscar? Come on, guys. Oscar, where's your camera, man? Selim, where's your camera, Selim? Turn your camera on, microphone ready, in order for us to start, right? Jennifer, answer me if I mean, write down in the comments down below if I were able to answer your question, right? Marcos Lunas nos pregunta. Me ha petado algo aquí, Dice, The availability is very important for call center industry. I mean, if you're studying a course or anything that could be an obstacle to be hired, Marcos Lunas, my friend, yes, there are some call centers that they ask you, they need you to have flexibility, right, or availability. In other words, however, if you study something, let's say, for example, if you study on Saturdays, if you study on, I don't know, Sundays, or if you studied from Monday through Friday, only in the morning or only in the afternoon, right? Only from Monday to Friday in the morning or from Monday to Friday in the afternoon, I think you might have an opportunity. I think that you can talk to the recruiter and you tell the recruiter, once you have passed all the exams and everything, hey, listen, I have this schedule from my university right now. I am in my 5th year, my, I don't know, semester. And even though that, I still want to apply. I still want to work for you guys. Is it possible for me to have a schedule that does not interfere with my course? And most likely, if there is one, they're gonna give you the opportunity. If there's no one, non-schedule or non-schedule for that, because of you are studying, is not gonna be possible, right? That this is gonna be depending on business needs, which just means that the most important part is that they are going to prefer what they need instead of what you're looking for. Okay. But it's possible. You can give it a try. Talk to the recruiter. Remember tip number 1. No le tengas miedo al reclutador. El reclutador es tu amigo. Pregúntale de entrada, brother, mira, mi nivel de inglés es de 80. Soy nivel intermedio. I'm flexible. I can do this. My typing speed is 42 words per minute. It's going to be easy for me to do this job. The only thing is that I have classes Saturdays, or I have classes on Sundays, or I have classes from Monday through Sunday at night. Is it possible for me to work in the mornings? And you will have an answer. But don't be afraid of asking that question to the recruiter. Marcos, let me know in the comments down below if I were able to answer your question, okay? Because if I didn't, I will do it again. So we got in the house, Selim. Selim, are you there?
Yeah.
Selim, can you hear me?
Can hear you. You hear me?
I barely hear you, man. I barely hear you. I need you to do it. Do me a favor. Try to reconnect again, okay? Try to reconnect again because I barely hear you. There is a feedback in the background. Please help me with that one, Selim. And I thought Selim was a girl. Sorry, man. All right. So we got, let me see. Jennifer, how can I answer this question? Is the same question, right? Yeah, is it? Okay, hello, I come from TikTok. Hey, Joshua, how are you doing, Joshua? Joshua Montoya, high five and fist bump, man. Was it difficult? It was a difficult journey coming from TikTok to YouTube. All right. Thank you, Joshua, for tuning in. Luis Solano Garcia. Why not? Everyone has his or own duty. What are you talking about, Luis? Focus all the time. Yeah. Do not be sad, Isaac. Yeah. Do not be sad, Isaac. That's nothing. That's not the end. Just the beginning and the journey. Yes. Thank you very much, Luis Solano Garcia, for commenting, right? Beautiful words. All right. So let me see. Serotonin. Yeah, Luis, you know what I'm talking about. All right. I'll say, buenas noches, it says, right? Quería hacerte una consulta. ¿De dónde puedo aplicar si no tengo mi high school finalizada? Este año termino mi 5º año. Vete a SITEL. Ve a SITEL, ve a IBEX. Y coméntale, ¿verdad? De que tienes tu 5º año, vas a terminar tu 5º año. Ve a eso, a uno de los dos. Prepárate, jump in right now. prepárate ahorita. Te voy a hacer las preguntas que te van a hacer para que veamos cómo la contestas. All right, Uriel Zúñiga. All right, so let me know, Uriel. Let me know. Thank you, Nestor. Jennifer Lacayo. Beautiful. Thank you. I appreciate it. High five and fist bump to you as well. I appreciate that. Okay, so Creaciones. Good answer, my bro. That's wanted to hear. Thanks. Not a problem, my boy. Not a problem, my boy. It's my pleasure, right? It's my pleasure. So who do we have over here? Luis Solano. Luis Solano asks, it doesn't matter if you hear about any call center in a bad way. What we really need is to be a good asset for any BPO. Luis Solano, I think that you might have some experience already in call centers. And yes, what Luis Solano is saying is true. It doesn't matter what you have heard, as long as you feel free, as long as you feel happy with that call center, everything's going to be okay. As long as they pay you, everything's going to be okay. Listen, there are people at Accedo, because I think this is the call center we've been talking about, right? But there are people at Accedo that they're still working there. It's because they're still receiving their payment, right? All right. So we got Joshua Montoya. How does the English level like C1, B2, A2 works? I never understand that. My friend Joshua Montoya, it turns out that there is a Cfer. Cfer is the Common European Framework of Reference that actually determined what the level of English you have. It's like having intermediate, basics, beginner, or advanced. And based on the way that you answer the questions, based on the way that you have vocabulary and pronunciation, you are given a mark. You're given a score that it could be from basic to advanced, right? This is the way it works. I am going to, there is a video here on YouTube that I'm going to be sharing just right here that talks about that. But pretty much, right? Pretty much. And I also talk about how a recruiter measures your level of English. Have you heard those type of comments like, the recruiter said that I have 75% of English? So this video will show you what are we talking about. All right, Joshua? Once this has been recorded, of course. Then we have Luis Solano. Hold on, wait a second. Here we go. Selim, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hold on, wait a second, man. I barely hear you. You are breaking out, man. Do you have a mic? I mean, do you have your earphones with you?
Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
I hear you by breaking up, man. I hear by breaking up. The thing is that I can actually ask you questions like this when we have this type of audio, because it's not going to be able for me to listen to you properly. Let's give it a try, though. Let's give it a try, Selim, okay? Let's give it a try. Selim, where are you calling us from? No, but what place? What place are you calling us from?
I'm from INGLES.
Nah, I barely hear, man. So, Celine, do me a favor, man. Please. I need you to fix your microphone. All right? I need you to fix your microphone because I can't hear you. There is too much interference. Let me see. Hold on. Wait a second. Let me try something. Let me give it a try again, okay? Celine, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Can you guys hear him? People from TikTok? All right, so Selim, I would appreciate that maybe you can get closer to your router, man. It could be because of the internet. It could be the internet. Yes, this is what I thought. No, it's not good, right? Not yet. Yes. Selim, please. I appreciate that part, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you very much for jumping in. Vigicius. Has the Versant exam been eliminated nowadays, or the call center always have it? No, it hasn't been, eliminated. What is happening right now? I mean, at least IBEX. If you go to IBEX, you need to take Versant. Versant. If you go to Teleperformance, you need to take Versant as well. If you go to Amazon, you need to take Versant as well. Yeah. There are some call centers where you need to take it. There are some other call centers where you don't need to. For example, at SITEL, you don't need to, but they do actually have a assessment that will help you out, or will help the recruiter out to actually have an idea what your level of English is. So yes, every call center you go, they might have their own assessments, right? Just for you to know. I hopefully expect that I answer your question, okay? So who do we have? Who else? Bro, necesito información de tus clases. ¿A dónde hablo? 505-88-125-123. Antonio. Yeah, Santana, 073. Yes, he has some problem with the internet connection. Yeah. I hear Jerusalem bells ringing, Roman choirs. Okay, so we have Exodia. Dude, I speak Portuguese and some English too. The question is, can I get a better salary if I am a bilingual agent? Well, my friend, if we're talking about the call center industry, it might happen, right? It might happen because, let's say, if you work for a line of business where your main job is to, translate from one language to another, it might happen that you might make more money. People that people that work in the business of being an interpreter, right? They might make more money because of the number of languages that you need to speak. Yes, there is a possibility. But if you are in, let's say, Brazil, and there is a call center, Portuguese English, so the rate is going to be pretty much the same. At least here in Nicaragua, if you speak French and Portuguese and English, the salary is higher, $700, most likely. In comparison to a customer service account, which is 550, the difference right there. All right. Yes, you might you might make more money. Exodia. Thank you, Exodia, actually, for asking your question. Let me know in the comments down below if I were able to answer your question, okay? You see, okay, we had already Luis Solano, right? Exodia, it depends on the call center you want to apply, because in Spiro are looking for people that can speak Portuguese and English as well. Yes, that's right. And yes, that might depend, right? Thanks, guys. No problem, man. No problem. Thank you. All right, so guys, let's move on with tip number 9 then. Tip number 9. El tip number 9, guys, es el siguiente. All right? It's time to go to Nunu, guys. Nobody jump into, I mean, Selim did, but I couldn't hear you, Selim. If you can hear me, Selim, let's give it a try again, man. Try to get closer to your router, please, so everybody can listen to you. All right. Tip number 9. Tip number 9. No te rindas de intentarlo. As simple as that. No te rindas de intentarlo. A veces, mira, los comentarios que normalmente nosotros tenemos acá en este necesita de nuestros estudiantes es de que hubiese preferido que Néstor me hiciera las preguntas de call center que esa persona de reclutamiento de call center. Porque las preguntas que me hicieron la gente de call center fueron más sencillas de responder que las que me hace Néstor. ¿Y por qué dijo esta persona, por qué este estudiante dijo este comentario? Por el simple hecho de que en este NCC lo que hacemos es prepararte no solo para esa entrevista, sino que también para el trabajo que te vas a desempeñar. ¿Por qué digo esto? Porque así como he visto muchas personas necesitadas de buscar ese trabajo en ese call center, de pronto cuando ya se dan con la verdad en la cara, que el call center no es tan sencillo como parece, entonces muchos renuncian. Alrighty, muchos renuncian, muchos dicen esto no es para mí, lloran, salen corriendo. Las personas que conozco o he tenido la oportunidad de conocer han llorado. Nos hemos encontrado en situaciones difíciles, obviamente, en cuanto a lo que es call center, en cuanto a lo que es el conocimiento, cómo poder interpretarlo, cómo poder sacar el mayor provecho posible. Y la verdad está en que si de alguna u otra razón no te caes, te dicen que no, y te dicen que no, y te vuelven a decir que no, y te vuelven a decir que no, no importa. Vuelve a intentarlo. Ponte de pie, sacúdete el polvo y vuelve a hacerlo. No te rindas. No te rindas. Si tú quieres trabajar en un call center y si te dicen que no a la primera, si te dicen que no a la segunda, si te dicen que no a la tercera y así sucesivamente, no te rindas. Recuerda el por qué estás o el por qué quieres trabajar en un call center. Recuerda tu motivación siempre. Eso te va a ayudar muchísimo cuando un reclutador ni siquiera te mire a la cara cuando te esté haciendo la pregunta. Cuando un reclutador, si a uno le hizo 100 preguntas y a ti te hizo 2 nada más. Alrighty? Porque de alguna u otra forma uno se puede sentir, me hicieron 2 preguntas porque de pronto mi nivel de inglés no es lo suficiente. Puede ser que sí, puede ser que no. No sabes qué está pasando en la otra parte de la entrevista, right? Pero si te dicen que no, si te batean, si te enlodan, right? Límpiate. Y lo que le había comentado a uno de ustedes, saca un papel y lápiz, right? Escribe las preguntas que te hicieron, contesta la forma como lo hiciste y analiza dónde es lo que puedes mejorar. Así que el tip número 9, el tip number 9, guys, es de que no te rindas. Inténtalo. Miren, yo conozco un caso de un muchacho que ya estábamos dentro de la campaña y me acuerdo perfectamente de que le dijeron 7 veces no para el puesto de coach. 7 veces no. Cualquier persona que no tenga una motivación sólida, cualquier persona que no sepa lo que quiere, obviamente va a decir, esta onda no es para mí. Pero si tú sabes lo que quieres, si tú sabes lo que puedes conseguir, si tú sabes que puedes poner de pronto de ahí tu negocio, es decir, cada quien va a utilizar el call center de la mejor manera posible. Puede ser una catapulta, puede ser carrera, puede ser poner tu propio negocio después, etcétera, right? Puede ser simplemente mejorar tu inglés. Obviamente estas cosas no lo tienes que decir a un reclutador, right? Te lo estoy hablando ya entre nosotros. A tal punto de que cuando te digan que no, cuando el reclutador te diga regresa dentro de 3 semanas, regresa dentro de 3 meses, regresa dentro de 6 meses, andate a buscar un curso, right? No te rindas. Si el call center es una forma en la cual te puedes ganar la vida de una forma, pues, chilling, por así decirlo, hasta cierto punto es chilling, chicos. El detalle es que puede ser un poco monótono, pero hasta cierto punto es chilling. Nadie se queja del aire acondicionado, right? Por ejemplo. A tal punto de que siempre recuerda el hecho de que por qué estás aplicando, por qué estás yendo a un call center, porque eso te va a ayudar a que si te batean, sacudirte el polvo y volverlo a intentar. As simple as that. Alrighty, everybody. Alrighty, everybody. Woo! Dice Hanei Vides, dice, I know. Why you have little viewers if you are fantastic? Your content is better than others. Thank you, Janet. Thank you. You know, that's life. Así es la vida. Right? Mañana voy a hacer otro en vivo donde voy a estar bailando. Tal vez tenemos más. But thank you. I appreciate that. High five and fist bump to you. I love that dance. Para que el TikTok, ¿no? All right, there you go. Thank you, guys. Let me see. Can you talk a little bit more about your English course? I'm interested in it. All right. Joshua Montoya, contáctanos, man. It's going to be easier for me to explain you, right? 505-88125-123. What I can tell you, man, is that I'm going to push you in order for you to get yourself hired in the call center industry. ¿Qué nivel se necesita para entrar al curso? Tenemos 2 cursos. El curso básico, lo básico. Es decir, en el curso básico, pues, necesitas las ganas de aprender inglés. Es enfocado a call center. Pero si tienes un nivel ya intermedio de inglés, tienes que hacer el examen. Te pido que hagas un examen para saber exactamente dónde podemos mejorar, por una parte, y presentarte las clases, hacer tus tareas, participar en nuestros clubes de conversación, etcétera, etcétera. 505-88-125-123 y Zonic para más información. Imagínate si los que trabajan en zona franca se desaniman por los que los rechazaron, nadie estaría volando machete. Exodia, thank you very much for your comment, man, which is true. It says, everybody is drinking Hoya. Joyita? You're talking about Joyita, man? On the other hand, we The Warriors. Yes. High five and fist bump. Exodia. All right. So, guys, thank you very much for connecting, guys. Acabo de pasar a nivel intermedio. Mis feedback siempre son entonación. ¿Qué puedo hacer para mejorar la entonación? Sencillo, facilito. Mira, el inglés tiene, bueno, hagámoslo así. Mira, el inglés tiene oraciones afirmativas. En las oraciones afirmativas, lo que tienes que hacer es de que donde está el verbo principal de esa oración, te vas para arriba. Boom, go up, right? I go to the park every day, right? I go to the park every day. Okay? As simple as that. En las oraciones afirmativas. En las oraciones negativas, te vas con la entonación en la parte negativa. I didn't, right, go to the supermarket yesterday. Ya no te vas al go, sino que la parte negativa. I didn't go to the supermarket yesterday, right? For example, right? Y en las preguntas tenemos dos tipos de preguntas. Tenemos closed questions, cuando la respuesta es yes, I do, no, I don't. Entonces, la entonación va al final, all right? Por ejemplo, did you go to the supermarket yesterday? You go to the app, right? Pero si es una WH question donde se necesita más información, la entonación va al final, pero hacia abajo, all right? What did you buy at the supermarket? Right? What did you buy at the supermarket? For example. Con esa mini clase espero que te haya servido. Si necesitas más en cuanto a lo que es entonación, suscríbete al canal o even better, join to our courses, right? Repite el número para despacio. What do you mean, man? Thank you, Danny Flores. No problem. My pleasure. Okay, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much for connecting, everybody. I just want to say it has been fantastic, even though that I couldn't speak with, with a live person. I mean, you know what I mean, right? I couldn't evaluate. That's the right vocab, right? That was looking for. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Remember, we have our basic course. Tenemos el curso básico que comienza este próximo 7 de mayo por la tarde. Para más información, 505-88-125-123. Recuerda los tips. Fueron 9 tips lo que compartí contigo el día de hoy. Espero que les pueda sacar el máximo provecho. And guys, si necesitan preparación para su próxima entrevista de trabajo en call center, todavía pueden unirse a la clase de los sábados. Comenzó el 9 de abril, pero tuvimos Semana Santa, entonces hasta el momento llevamos 2 clases. Así que aún todavía están a tiempo de poder unirse a esa clase. Thank you. Thank you, TikTok. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, everybody. All righty? Guys, I hope to see you next time. Take it easy, TikTok. Take it easy, YouTube. Take it easy, Facebook. El número 505-88. Espérate que esta música no me... 505-88-125-123. 505-88-125-123. 505-88-125-123. Thank you, Luis. High five, fist bump to you, man. Las clases, los sábados. Para nivel avanzado, por la mañana. O nivel intermedio, por la mañana. Para básico, por la tarde. 505-88-125-123. Good, Edu. Edu Torfon. Good, man. Thank you. Thank you. ¿Cuál? ¿Dónde? Dancing? No, man. Have this one. Thank you, Creaciones del Valle. No, Creaciones Edmundo Valle. Dismiss. Bye-bye, guys. Take care. What's up, TikTok? Bye-bye, YouTube. Bye-bye, guys. Take care. See you next time. Bye-bye, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Entré a una cuenta de chat en inglés. ¿Algún consejo? Alex, pay attention to your trainer. Take notes. And ask as many questions as possible. Take care, Alex. See you next time. Class dismissed.